Wild swings on Dalal Street as stock markets wiped out early gains in late trade. The Nifty closed in the red on budget day for the first time in 3 years. Prashant is here with the details.
Volatile day for the markets, and the Nifty, Bank Nifty, big swings. I mean, 600 points high to low on the Nifty, 2,500 points high to low on the Bank Nifty. Budgets tend to throw volatile and big moves, and this was, I mean, I think one of the bigger that we've seen over the last many years now. There was a respectable recovery, which leaves us in a decent kind of closing space, 50 or 60 points lower on the Nifty, and the Bank Nifty pulled up as well. Adani Complex sold off sharply. I mean, Adani Ports, the cash cow, the group, was down about 25% at one point. And that kind of led to a little bit of panic across the board. So you had Adani Enterprises, the FPO closed, that was down sharply. Ambuja Cements, Total Transmission, Adani Green. And this was where fear and panic really spread. It was showing up in PSU banks in a big way. Stocks down sharply, PNB, SBI, Canara Bank, etc. The budget was largely okay, except, of course, a few niggles for the life insurance industry. That meant large price moves on the downside. And the insurance stocks are on your screen. SBI Life, HDFC Life, of course, lost the most. LIC was down sharply as well. There were gainers. Market breadth was positive. Indian Hotels, Chola Finance, Dixon, Lemon Tree are some of the names which ended in the green. I think after such large moves, what you need is some stability and the market finding, its own feet and standing steady. There is, of course, the Fed decision later today. That's a big global macro event to which world markets will react, and we will also. But I think more than that, more than all of that now, the focus is on the market here itself, trying to, find some sort of degree of stability and the panicky situation we've had for the last many days perhaps being settled a little bit. Back to you.
All right, as Prashant was pointing out that Adani stocks got pounded in the market, nearly 2 lakh crore rupees in market cap wiped out. Just today, the company's market cap has eroded by 7.5 lakh crore rupees since the Hindenburg report was released last week. Nimesha is here with more on the fall in Adani stocks.
Adani Group stocks were under tremendous pressure, especially in the second half, after some reports emerged that Switzerland-based investment banking company Credit Suisse has stopped accepting Adani's bonds as collateral to its private clients, and that was a main reason why we saw a big sell-off in most of the Adani Group stocks. In fact, Adani Enterprise, which just closed the FPO yesterday, was down 30% in today's trade. The likes of Adani Ports down 20%, Ambuja Cement was down 17-18%, and even ACC was down 8-odd%. So there was a massive selling in the Adani Group stocks. Actually, the sell-off in Adani Group stocks led to a big sell-off in the banking names as well. Remember, there is a exposure of Indian banks to that group, and hence that's most of the PSU banks got heavily sold into in today's trade. So all the PSU banks were down between 5 to 7%, 8% in today's trade. But the big cuts came in the Adani Group stocks, largely on the back of the report that Credit Suisse has now stopped accepting Adani's bonds as collateral for its private clients. Back to you.
All right, moving on, let's talk about Life Insurance Corporation. A key investor in the Adani Group remains positive about its exposure. Now, the managing director at LIC, Siddharth Mohanty, spoke exclusively to CNBC-TV18 and said that all investments made are within their standard operating procedure and in compliance with prudent norms. LIC has lost more than 33,000 crore rupees of its investment value in the Adani Group since the Hindenburg report.
I have to, of course, I'll come to the changes in the budget with regards to the insurance sector in just a bit. But I'm sure, you and others, your colleagues at LIC are also watching with some degree of worry what is happening in the stock markets. The fall we're seeing in the Adani Group stocks. Could you tell us what's the thinking at LIC?
Actually, you see, we have given our clarification. All our investments are as per our SOP, and we fully comply all the norms. So, Adani stock is one of the stocks, and we are a large player, and I don't think that will affect anything for LIC's total investment.
No, it will not. But I remember we put out a story, I think, on Friday. This is last week, Friday, that the total exposure to the group, equity exposure, was, I think, 56,000 crores at that point. This was as of, I think, Friday.
Within the norms, within our prudent norms, it is there.
And with that, it's a wrap. Stay tuned to CNBC TV18 News and updates continue on the other side. Stay tuned.
Co-presented